This is the Flaw video on the 2004 Toyota 4Runner. We're going to start on the driver's side, wrap all the way around, and end on the interior. Do the little mark here. Driver's door handle does have some paint chipping. You can see on this plastic fender just a little bit of kind of paint weather checking almost along the edge, pretty consistent throughout the entire piece, along with just some scratches and chips there. Let's take a look at the hood. You're going to see throughout the hood there are some minor rock chips. And those chips have gone through the paint mostly. Let's take a look at the windshield. Looking for any major chips or cracks, not seeing too much. I mean, just a really tiny one here. Let's go back to the driver's side. And not really seeing too much else. There are these little specks, but it looks like it's possibly some dirt. Let's wrap around the front of the bumper. Do a little bit of paint scratch there, above the license plate. Some more chips in the paint there from rocks. And down here, looks like it did have to be cut for the wheels. Heading down the passenger side of the vehicle, right away we have a scuff there. You can see on this one does not have that weather checking like the other side. Here we have, looks like some leftover adhesive residue still on there. Could be removed. Scratch on this, 2 scratches on the passenger side door handle. It looks like we have a slight, also feels like residue here. Kind of tough to see. Not really seeing any indentation at all. I think possibly there was a sticker or maybe some tape or something on there. I would guess that could be removed. Wrapping around the rear of the vehicle. Right off the bat, I'm going to do a couple different angles here. We do have some slight dents on that tailgate. Put my pen up there so you can kind of, there's the, judge the size of them. We'll do one more scan. Continuing, bottom of the bumper here, we have some more chips in the paint. On this side as well. Everything else looks good. Let's just take a walk through the top. And looks like some damage on top here, probably opened up and something was sitting there, so an object was pinched. All right, now we're gonna open up all the doors and let's inspect the interior. Starting with the rear of the vehicle. Not seeing any major damage. Kind of typical. some scratches from loading and unloading objects. Same with over there, a couple scratches. And here we have a darker stain. And then on the inside of the tailgate, there are some marks from loading and unloading. Let's check out the rear seats. Looking for any major damage, rips. Not seeing anything on those rear seats, which is nice. Take a look at the back seats. Pretty common. These start to give way a little bit and sag. Looks like, and then there's a darker stain on the back of that seat. And some light scratching there. We're gonna head to the front. We'll start with that passenger side seat. Always like to look at that passenger bolster to make sure there's no damage. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna inspect the rest of the seat, not seeing too much. Looks like some residue of some kind. It does chip off a little bit, but might take a little bit of work to fully clear. And while we're here, take a look at the center console area. A little bit of chipping in the paint there. But other than that, armrest looks good. Let's look at the dash. Sometimes on these 4Runners, people have pets and it's all scratched up. This one looks really nice. Looks like we have just some slight damage on the bottom of that radio unit there. Nothing too much. And while we're here, we'll just take a look at this passenger door panel. Some scratching and marks here, nothing crazy. But like I said before, sometimes these get really marked up by pets. Looks like there's just maybe 1 or 2 marks, but I'm not seeing large amounts of scratches or anything that indicate large animal use. Let's head over to the driver's side vehicle to finish up the Flaw video. Looking at the bolster seat that takes the most amount of wear. This one does have some, a little bit of pulling off of that seam. So it looks like it's still holding inside there. And then looks like this is still holding, but maybe slowly kind of receiving some wear there. Take a look at the rest of the seat. Looks really good. Steering wheel. Not seeing any cracking of the dash on this side either. And we'll end with looking at this door panel. And not seeing any animal wear there. Here there are a couple spots. And this concludes the cosmetic Flaw video of the Toyota 4Runner.